Hi guys, this is Michelle. Today I have a teddy bear pumpkin DIY for you that you're going to love. This is the second video in a series of 5 on my pumpkin DIYs, and I'm going to be posting these over the next few days. The first one, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's Velvet Pumpkin DIYs. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. And in my pumpkin series, I just want to tell you that I will be sharing all my tips and tricks and everything that I know pumpkin with you. So I hope you're going to join me, and let's go make some teddy bear pumpkins. So to make our teddy bear pumpkins, I just want to go through supplies with you really quick. I've got the glue gun and some glue sticks. I've got stuffing, some twine, some little 5-inch dowel rods that are cut up into little pieces for stems, 1.5-inch pieces. I have a needle and some heavy-duty thread. This is a plastic needle. We're going to use that for our threading our twine. I have fabric cutting scissors and just some little scissors for thread snipping, and a lint roller. And we've got our teddy bear fabric back here. This stuff does shed when it's cut. I want to show you how pretty this is, and just squishy and just lovely. So this is from the fabric store. It was $39.99 a yard at half price. Made it $19.99 a yard. I bought a half yard, so that was $10. I have got 5 pumpkins out of this, and I've got enough to make another 3 pumpkins. So 8 pumpkins for $10 worth of fabric, I think is pretty good. I have the camel color, and this is an off-white. One more fabric. This is another way that you can buy a teddy bear like fabric. This is very close, and this was like a hoodie type of thing that I bought at the thrift store. And there's one arm there you can see. This is the other arm. I cut that one off and use that to make one of these pumpkins here. Yeah, lots of these types of sweatshirts and pullover type things. Kids have, men, women, all kinds of people have these. They're really lovely, and this makes a real cuddly pillow or a teddy bear pumpkin. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to do this. So I've cut a square, or a rectangle rather, of our teddy bear fabric. What I want to show you is that when you buy this fabric, it's very stretchy, this going one way, and the other way it's not so stretchy. So I cut all of my pumpkin fabric so that it would stretch in the same direction. So all my rectangles cut the same. And all you need to know is that if you want your pumpkin to stretch as you stitch, or I'm sorry, as you stuff it, you want them all to kind of have the same stretch, and then you can fill them more, you can fill them less, do whatever you want, but they're gonna, if you make graduated sizes of pumpkins and you do one that's stretching this way and one stretching the other way, you're not gonna get much stretch. They may turn out to look very similar in size. And if you want the graduated sizes, that may make a difference for you. So I cut mine all so the stretch is going around with the pumpkin, okay, with the sides of the pumpkin. So I cut them all so the stretch would be around, if that makes any sense. I have the sizes here that I did that I can put up a little screenshot for you, and I have cut this rectangle today into a 10 by 24 inch. This is a 6 by 12 inch pumpkin that I made, and then this is a 8 by 18 inch, and then now I'm doing a 24 inch. So if that shows you a 6 by 12, an 8 by 18, and I'm making a 10 by 24 right now with you. So I've pre-cut this, and I'll put up a screenshot of this if you're interested. So what we're going to do is go to the sewing machine, and we are just going to sew these 2 short ends together, and we're going to make a tube, a cylinder. Okay, so that's it on the sewing machine. You don't have to have a sewing machine to do this, but if you do have a machine, it is a little bit quicker. You can do that part by hand. I will tell you, this fabric sheds a lot in the beginning. Another thing I will tell you is when you put it through the machine, it always stretches, and one side, usually the side on the top, is going to stretch. So I'm just going to give this a trim so that my edges are even. Okay, so now we have our tube, and we put the, I'm sorry, I should have told you too that I put the right sides together to stitch this up. So this is what we have right now. And I've got a piece of thread here that's threaded, that's knotted. So what we're going to do is we're going to gather, we're going to just do a running stitch around. So I've knotted my thread and I've put it through. I just kind of went through the seam twice just to hold on to my thread here. Sometimes this fabric, your needle, even though you've knotted your thread, it can pop right through. So just kind of tacking it there a little bit. I'm going in about 1/4 of an inch, and this is just a quick running stitch that we're doing. Nothing's going to show, no rhyme or reason to this. We still have it inside out, and we're stitching from the inside. And so we're all the way around. We're just going to give that a little tug and gather that fabric right up. I'm just going to tie this off. Okay, so this is what we have right now. This is going to be probably the bottom of our pumpkin. We're just going to turn this inside out. And there we go. There's a little hole right there. We're going to use that to our advantage in a minute. And we've got a little, almost like a little bag here. And we're going to get out our stuffing. And we're going to stuff this up. Just kind of as loosely or as tight as you like. The stuffing is nice to fluff it up. You don't want a lumpy pumpkin. And this is just polyfill that I buy in a big box. I have a 5 pounds, and around the holiday times I go through a lot of it, and it's great. During COVID, I had to make a body pillow for a family member and a bed pillow, and it's just great to have around. So it goes. So we're stuffing, and I'm just kind of checking to see how much stuffing I want in there. I'm going to go a little bit more. You can stuff these as lightly or as heavily as you would like. It's just a personal thing. So okay, so there's our stuffing. And I'm reknotting my thread, and we're going to do the top of our pumpkin the same way we did the bottom. Just going to go through this little seam allowance here a couple times to anchor that stitch. So now we're going to do our running stitch around the top of our pumpkin. So this will have little parts with our stem. So I have to say that this is a children supervision type of a item, as cute as they are. So there, our pumpkin is stitched all the way around the top, and we're just going to gently give this a pull and kind of see that the stuffing is all nice in there, and we're just going to pull it closed gently and kind of hold it in place, hold that stitch, and we're going to kind of just take a knot. We've got a little hole here, and there is a hole in the bottom, tiny. Oh, see, you gotta really hold on to that. I've got a loop, and I'm just gonna tie it off. And we want a little hole. This is a little large. This one is pretty, you know, that's a small one back here. This one is a little large, so I'm just gonna close it up a bit. I'm just going to work around and close up that hole. So there's still a tiny hole, but this is a little on the large side for what I want. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to cut our string. So now what we've got is a round, cute little beginnings of a pumpkin. And what we're going to do is take some of this twine, and we're going to need a good amount of this because we're going to make our sections, our little sections, just like we did on this one and on this one here. And you can see the twine in there. This one, let's see if you can see it better here. There you can see the twine in there. So that's what we're going to do right now. So I've cut about 2 yards or so, maybe a little less, I'm not sure, of this twine. And I'm just going to feed it onto this plastic needle. And I'm not knotting it or anything. and I'm going to go through the center. Remember I told you we have this hole here. So this is a nice big fat needle, and there's a hole to go through there. And we're going to take it through to the bottom. So we've got our pumpkin, and we've got this other end of twine, and we are going to, we're going to tie this off. Right here we're going to make a section, and so we're tying this kind of tight. Okay, so you're going to get those sections that we've got, and we're going to do like a square knot sort of thing, and we've got our first section. So this is where you decide how many sections you want, and I'm gonna go about maybe 5 or 6. It seems like I try to do 5 and I end up with 6. So we've got our tail where we tied that knot, and then we've got all of this. So our thread's coming out the bottom. We're going to take it up through that, up over the top, into that hole, and back through the bottom, creating another section. And that looks like about where I want it. So there's our section. I'm going to bring this over, and I'm going to tie again. Tie it in place. Try to get that in the center. And we're going to go up over the top, making another section. Kind of want to do them about the same, as tight around, so the sections are about the same size. And we're going to tie it again. Okay. Going around, making another section. You can do as many or as few as you like. Okay. So there's number 4. And we're going to do one more up and around and down through the center. And there is our last section. So we're going to cut off some of this extra twine, and we're just going to tie this in place. And now what we're going to do is take these 2 pieces of twine, and we're going to go back up through the top, and we're going to pull these nice and tight, and we're going to clip them off, and then your tails just kind of disappear into your pumpkin. This twine, we're going to just do a quick little, the twine can get very messy. We're going to just clean up a little bit of our pumpkin. And now we're going to cover our stem in our twine. I'm going to put some hot glue on here and lay that twine right in that glue and start wrapping. Put on some more hot glue and wrap our twine right around, Try not to burn your fingers. Fill in the center. Put that hot glue. And just roll your twine around in a circle, winding, winding. And is that, okay, it looks like this is a little loose right here. I'm just gonna, a little bit of glue. And we're going to put some glue on the bottom. And we are going to stick in our little stem. And is that the cutest pumpkin that you ever saw? Again, this was, I made the 3 different sizes. And here they are right here. Here's the 6 by 12, the 18 by 8 by 18, and the 10 by 24. And so there's our 3 sizes of these oh so cute little teddy bear pumpkins. You guys, you got to make some of these. So there's our pumpkin, all cute and everything like that. Guys, these were so fun to make. I just made a whole bunch, and I have plans for the rest of this teddy bear fabric. So, you know, it's fun. Get out to your thrift store, go to the fabric store, look around, see if you have anything like this that you know, could use in your closet or whatever. Anyways, thanks so much. This was video number 2 in my pumpkin DIY series. There's going to be 5, unless I can come up with something else to make more. But make sure you subscribe. I don't want you to miss out. They're all going to be good. The pumpkin DIY number 1 was the velvet pumpkins. If you haven't seen that one, check it out. And this was our teddy bear. And thanks so much, and you guys have a great day, and make some pumpkins.